Good morning, everyone. Going to be looking at a pre-market analysis here for QQQ. This morning, so far, we've gapped down to 511.19 here in this pre-market session. I've marked out the pre-market high, which is 519.40. The pre-market low is going to be 502.30. It's a pretty big range there for the pre-market. I'm not really sure why we've gapped down since Friday. But it doesn't look good for today as far as retesting these highs again. It looks like we're going to go back and test 500 one more time. What I'm seeing, though, on the hourly chart is I'm seeing the RSI is pretty over sold right now. So I'd say here in the next day or two, we're going to be moving right back on up to those 530s again. What am I looking for? So going back, our pre-market low is previous lows from was this the 14th and the 13th of January. And you can go back even further and see that where this was previous support. So if anything, this is going to be a good area for it to bounce back from. Same thing with the high. As you can see, once we broke above it, we used it as support, and then it became resistance. Here was resistance again. Just couldn't get it past it. And then we finally used it as support back here on the 20th. And now we've come back and we've blown right past it again. So this is going to be a big key area. So right now I think we're going to be range bound between this 502 and this 519. I'm going to go ahead and just look up some news here real quick. What do we got going on today? We got some new home sales at 10 a.m. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Shouldn't move the market too much, but that could be something to pay attention to. Tomorrow we got the consumer confidence. That's going to be a big one to watch out for at 10 a.m. And then Wednesday, it's going to be a big day because we've got FOMC. These are typically days you don't want to trade. If you're going to trade, you're going to want to wait till at least 2:30 or post 2:30 because it's going to be really, really slow and choppy that morning. So be on the lookout for that for Wednesday. As far as the SPY goes, again, same deal. We've broke back down below 600 here in this pre-market, back down to 595. So what it looked like what grounds we were making last week, we've gave it all back. Let's see. I don't know if there's any news that's popped up over the weekend here that's making these drop. I'm assuming. Let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming everything's dropped down over the weekend. Tesla's down, NVIDIA's down. Microsoft is down, but trying to rally back. Apple's about the same. So yeah, it looks like the big dogs are the ones that's gapped down over the weekend. But you got to remember, it's also earnings week. Earnings week is a big week for a lot of these companies. So a lot of times they'll take off if the earnings are good. NVIDIA being one of them. So this, they've killed their last several earnings. So this could be something to, if you want to look to invest in NVIDIA for the long term, this could be a good entry down here at the 120s. It's been a minute since we've been down here to 127 back in December. And then before that, it would have been back in October. That was somewhere near where they had the split. I'm trying to remember exactly what day that was. They had the split where they were over 1,000 and they pulled it back to, they did a 10-for-1 split. So that's something to be on the lookout for. If you want a good entry on NVIDIA, down here at the 120s is a really good price because obviously we know this is every bit of a, we've already seen it try and test upwards of 160 a few times now. But we know that this is a huge company, and obviously with them, integrating with AI, that's something great to look out for. So that's kind of my watch list for today and for this week. It's kind of just seeing what's going to go on with with these earnings. We've got quite a bit of earnings this week. If we go to Earnings Hub and look it up, and obviously you can see we got SoFi, AT&T before open today. I think they're already in. So everything looks good so far for SoFi. So they're almost at 18 this morning, so that's good. Like I said, we got Starbucks tomorrow after hours. We've got, let's see, I think Wednesday's going to be one of the bigger days. Yeah, we got Tesla, Microsoft, Meta after hours, Waste Management. But those are some big ones. Thursday we got Caterpillar, UPS, Shell, Apple after close, Intel. So I think Wednesday and Thursday is going to be the bigger days to watch for a lot of these stocks. So that's kind of what I'm looking for this week. If you guys got any questions, just let me know. Thanks.